Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back, Prepared Mind Network. I know we are everywhere, folks, coast to coast around the world. And I want to thank you all for participating, supporting what we do here. And as we've stated, this is an all-out information war. It is a psychological psyop blitz, if you will, coming at you harder and faster than Lawrence Taylor and Dick Butkus. They're coming after us hard, folks, really. Had to throw a couple of old-fashioned football names in there back when pro sports players were pro sports players. And they left the editorializing and political commentary to those who know what the fuck they're talking about. Anyways, here we are. And I want to come at you with a little bit of potpourri to show you how and demonstrate once again, while updating and documenting what is going on in the world, what it is they're doing and why I say this is a blitz. They're sending everything after us at once. But folks, they're not pulling punches now. They're not trying to hide their agenda. They're not trying to pretend to be something they're not. They're showing us their true colors. These are a bunch of sick communists, folks. And I don't say that with glee because they actually have power and authority. And I want to start with the Lieutenant Governor, Winsome elect, right? She's been elected the Lieutenant Governor to Virginia. And the message is loud and clear, folks. America wants freedom. The message is loud and clear, right? More and more Americans are seeing this as an attack on their liberties, our lives, our lifestyle, our way of life, everything, right? Their attack in that election just a few days ago is against guns. It is pro mandates and lockdowns. It is pro big pharmaceutical. It is pro police state, and it is anti-parent and anti-patriot. It's been clear, right? And the Democrats are dooming themselves in a way because they're no longer lying about the Second Amendment. They're no longer lying about anything. They're coming out and just saying, hey, we're total fascist socialists. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, John, don't you mean Marxist? Well, there's us, the people, and then there's the others, right? The bad guys. Well, their muscle at the ground level are Marxist commies. But the people at the top of the Democrat Party, way over here on the left, the super rich elite, do you think they want to give up all of their wealth after centuries and centuries of their dynastic families acquiring wealth? You think they just want to give it up? No, no, no. They want to live like kings and have you and me living like shit. So yeah, it is fascism versus freedom, folks. And that idea, that complaint has been around a long, long time. But I want to give you a taste, a hint of how they're using Marxist techniques. In fact, they're using, right out of the Soviet playbook, how to do things. We've got Biden's Treasury nominee. It would be nice if I didn't have to sneeze. It is allergy season down here in South America, I tell you. All right. Biden's Marxist Treasury nominee says it out loud. She says, we want them to go bankrupt if we want to tackle climate change. Well, who is going to go bankrupt? Let's see. The coal industry, they want to bankrupt. The natural gas industry, the oil industry, they want them to go bankrupt, folks, so that they can force climate change on all of us. That's what they want. They want to force it on us, giving us no choice but to play their game. And that's what they're doing by taking down pipelines. They're doing it intentionally, right? So we have more expensive energy. Now, here's the deal. The oil companies, the gas companies, the power companies, they're not going to go out of business. What they're going to do is drive prices higher. And we've seen this higher prices, inflation. But that's what communists like. That when they say they want to make them go bankrupt. It's actually us, the people, that are going to be bankrupted. Now, of course, some companies could go out of business, but the objective here is to put us all in the poorhouse so the elites are more powerful. They're never going to get rid of their gas cars and the energy market the way they would like, or they claim they would like. The real objective here, folks, is to attack freedom, liberty, the Constitution, free markets, etc. But they're saying it out loud now, right? Quote, we want them to go bankrupt if we want to tackle climate change. And again, climate change is not about changing the climate. It's about controlling us and the energy, lifestyle, travel, everything there is about free people. So again, what does this have to do with SHTF being an all-out blitz? It's an all-out blitz. Let's see, if they take away your energy or make it so expensive you can't buy it, you can no longer travel and live a certain lifestyle. They're now controlling you, right? You don't feel the handcuffs. You don't feel the leg irons, but you feel it in the wallet. And so that's right. They want to bankrupt it, the system. So we are demanding, please, please fix it. And of course, their solution is always worse than the problem that they created. But they're not going to tell you that. Now, I want to talk about this one a little bit. This has everything to do with SHTF. This has everything to do with your freedom and liberty, the Constitution. It is how America sees what is happening in this war. It is, for the most part, a quiet war. There are not bombs going off, but there are psychological bombs going off, or in fact, our bombs, truth bombs, fact bombs are being silenced. Facebook is blocking all search items and articles having to do with Kyle Rittenhouse. That's right, the Kenosha hat trick specialist is doing well in the trial, or rather his defense attorney is doing well enough. I guess even a child lawyer could beat the Kenosha DA and deputy district attorneys because they're just completely inept. But the mainstream media, and especially Facebook and others, they're censoring the hell out of Kyle Rittenhouse information because they do not want anyone to know that it's okay to defend yourself. They don't want people to know about the lies and all of that. This is an information war, folks. And so Facebook especially is jumping on this one to stop it ahead of time. Absolutely stop it ahead of time. It's about information. If you want America to wake up, they need to know about energy. They need to know about the elections. They need to know about the Second Amendment. They need to know about the FEMA camps. They need to know about these phony plastic banana good time rock and roll court trials. Like they let the Derek Chauvin versus St. George Floyd, they televised that one because they knew they had it in the bag because he was such a despicable, unlikable douche, right? It doesn't matter that he didn't kill St. George Floyd. It was the 3 to 5 times the fatal dosage of fentanyl in his system, and that he was complaining of not being able to breathe long before they even tried to put him in the car, much less sneak out the other side of the car onto the ground and continue his I can't breathe story, which is believable. You can't breathe when you're OD'd on fentanyl. Anyways, they had that story everywhere. But Kyle Rittenhouse, they're losing that one. Right? This is a kid who had to defend himself against a bunch of, well, sex offender lunatics who were chasing him with guns and threatening to kill him, beating him with a frickin' skateboard, etc. Anyways, the name that shall not be named, Kyle Rittenhouse, they're controlling the information. Thankfully, we have the Prepared Mind Network, and I can count on you to share this video. And over on Patreon, where you guys are getting this toot sweet, on Patreon, you can get the link for the news stories and the videos, and you can share that. Once you hit those links at my site, Patreon, The Prepared Mind, you can hit those links and then share those with friends, and I recommend it. We've got tons of good videos on medical stuff. We got a lot of information that you won't be able to get on YouTube here because they just silence me, right? But it's going on, folks. It is fascism versus our Constitution. See, our Constitution embeds liberty and freedom for us, the people. It restricts the government. Fascism needs unrestricted, unrelentingly tyrannical government, authoritarian government. It needs that to survive. So without that, fascism is stunted and may actually recede if we continue to win this. So they need gun control. They need, folks, us weaker. They need us to believe we can't defend ourselves, that we can't take action on our own behalf. That is a big part of this blitz. And finally, I want to go on to this. Yesterday, we talked about how the CEO of Pfizer said that any misinformation is criminal. You bet, misinformation is criminal. So they didn't stop there with that line of horse pucky. They came at us with more, right? Pfizer is now attempting to do memes, folks. They've entered the information war in our stronghold, right? That is using cartoons and humor to illustrate facts and truths. We don't use it as propaganda. We use it as a means of communication. In fact, I got up today and my phone was loaded with funnies. And I want to thank Paul, Rick, Leanne, and everyone else, Penelope, everyone else out there who's sending me stuff, Chancey and everyone. You guys are sending awesome memes to me, and I like to send them around, as well as the R Syndicate. You guys, of course, are incredible. But they're entering the meme war. Pfizer tried it, and it backfired disastrously. They don't know what a meme is or how it's to be used. They're trying to use it for propaganda. And what they did, though, is they turned off the comments. You can't respond to it. So Pfizer knows they're in the wrong. Pfizer knows they're up against the wall. Pfizer has to win this because the CEO said, hey, we can't get our new way, the new world order, until he actually said the new way for America is for everyone to get the Jim Jones juice. And once everyone has the Jim Jones juice, we can have our new way and get rid of the old way. So they're fighting for their Marxist fascist control, right? They use the Marxist techniques to achieve the fascist economic dream they have, this new world order, this global fascist super state, well, super neo-feudal state. They're really pushing for it. They don't want you to have cars. They don't want you to eat meat, folks. And so this battle is an all-out SHTF blitz. So yeah, anyways, dumbasses at Pfizer, they put up one of the worst memes ever. And people are taking their words out, and of course putting in the proper words. You know, and it looks like Big Pharma is butt slamming the citizen in this. It's hilarious. They don't know what they're doing, but it is, folks. And we've got them coming into our playground now. Sadly, they're silencing us, you know, right here in this platform as much as they can. They're definitely silencing the shit out of us in YouTube, Facebook, and elsewhere. But by trying to silence us, I think what they're doing is demonstrating how powerful we truly are. When Joe Rogan is 10 times what CNN is, that tells you how weak their story is. Their story, right, requires domination and censorship of everyone else. So there are no misleading or alternative voices. Isn't that what the news was supposed to be, is reporting, well, facts and some opinions as well? But it was about putting both sides out there and then saying, people, you figure it out for yourself. And that's essentially what we do here, right? I give you information and say, hey, research it yourself. Look at it. Listen to the other side. What makes more sense? Well, here we are, folks. Shit has hit the fan, and they are not backing off. It is an all-out SHTF blitz in the information and PSYOP war. So arm yourselves with the armor of knowledge, because chance favors the prepared mind. Semper Fi to all. Godspeed. Get prepared. It's going to be a cold, dark, and deadly winter.